I thought I had my health dialed in. Always been active, been in physical therapy the last 30 years of my life, worked out, exercised, played sports. Thought I was pretty dialed in. Boy, I was wrong. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Ed Dubu, physical therapist, integrative physical therapy in Bellingham, Washington. So what's the problem with us men, all right? We're less likely to go to the doctor unless we absolutely need to. We are 4 to 5 times more likely to commit suicide. We have anger problems as compared to women. We have higher stress levels. We don't live as long, and we tend to not exercise and take care of ourselves nearly as well as women do. So what's up with that? So I realized that I had part of my health dialed in. Yes, I was exercising, PT, made a bunch of videos, talked about how to take care of things, hip pain, back pain, things like that. But I realized too that I fell under that category of some of the problems with men, the average guy. If you ask me when the last time I went to the doctor to get a physical before my last one, it was 7 years. Why didn't you go, Ed? Well, I'm pretty healthy. I think I'm fine. I don't look like I'm overweight. But we don't know what's going on the inside. That's the lesson that I learned, and hopefully not the hard way. So I finally went into the doctor, feeling pretty good about the physical. He's checking me out, said, oh, obviously you exercise, you do this, you do that. Everything was fine, my weight was fine, all that kind of stuff. Then we did blood work, right? And then he said, wow, test results came back and said, you have high cholesterol and your LDLs are significantly higher than he wants them to be. The LDL, so your total cholesterol, they ideally like it less than 200. Mine was well over 200. LDLs, they want you to be ideally about 70, and mine was 127. He's like, what are you eating? How much fiber are you getting? And I was like, I don't really know how much fiber. I can tell you how much protein I'm getting, but I don't know the fiber. So he's like, yeah, you can track your protein. He's like, but you really need to track your fiber as well too. And that was my first wake-up call. Then he asked me about my colonoscopy. And so I'll be 53 in a couple weeks. So I was about 52, and he's like, you haven't had it yet? And I said, no. He's like, why not? And no good reason, just old-fashioned, old-school neglect, and just being an average dude. I didn't go in. So he's like, yeah, you really need to go in. So I went and had a colonoscopy, not really thinking that they'd find anything. I had 4 large polyps. Yeah, I know. I have to go in every 3 years. The doc comes out, shows it to me in a jar. And some of those suckers were big. Same thing, he asks me, what's your diet like? How much fiber? And I'm like, why is everyone asking me about fiber? I don't know how much fiber I have. He's like, well, you really need to take better care of your colon. And he's like, I don't think these are cancerous, but we need to send them to the lab. So for about 3 days, I was wondering, do I have colorectal cancer? So luckily I don't, but it was a frickin' wake-up call for me. So I did what I always do, is I went OCD. I did a deep dive into men's health, diet, everything else. And that was the genesis of my class for Live Well 50. It's called Better Man Tomorrow. I thought, look, I can't be the only person who thinks that they're kind of dialed into their health, but in reality they're not. A whole lot of room for me to up-level my game. And I thought, you know what? If I'm learning this stuff, why not help my other fellow bro? If you've been to the channel before, Elizabeth and I are well over 50, and we have established a Live Well 50, which is a website dedicated to successfully aging strong for those 50 and older, because we have a unique set of circumstances. Anyone who's over 50 can understand what I'm talking about. So I just uploaded the Better Man Tomorrow course, but what else is on Live Well 50? Elizabeth is a certified yoga teacher, so she does yoga on there once a week. We have courses on shoulder health, trigger points, how to meditate, and fall prevention. We have an exercise app that will send you exercises directly to your phone after we have a tele session with videos of exactly what you're supposed to do and how often you're supposed to do them. We have a course on the 5 pillars of fitness, so you think you're exercising well, but do you have all 5 components of balance, strength, power, flexibility, and cardio? So check it out, Live Well 50, and there's more content added each month. The best thing is you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay? So it's $14.99 a month, which is less than a burger and a beer. And even if you sign up and you realize, this isn't really for me, I'll give you your money back. Drop me an email, no questions asked. Thing is, man, we must be better than average, right? Chronic disease happens slowly. It's a slow drip. Most of the time we have our wives or our spouses or our partners kind of pushing us in the right direction because they already understand what's involved in our future health as well as taking care of ourselves now. All right, guys, let's be better than average. What are you waiting for? If you have any questions, let me know down below. And hopefully we'll see you on the inside and live well 50. All right? Okay, we'll see ya.